Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about what product can you create for a tabletop RPG with a budget of $2,500. A successful one if done right. We'll talk more about this after the intro. Thank you for stopping by the channel. I, of course, am Lewis Porter Jr., and you are stopping by my lovely channel where we cover all things gaming, comic, and just cool, fun stuff related. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the business side of role-playing games. I know some people don't want to hear from this. This does not excite them, but look, this is how I earn some money, and you could possibly earn some money doing this too. Maybe if you just watch this video, you might get a little bit of cash out of this. So see if you like it, and if you do, click that like button, click that subscribe, help the brother out. That's all I'm saying. So let's talk about writing for tabletop RPG companies, especially if you're going to start your own. And if you've got $2,500, you can do a lot. You can do a lot with that. I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't know anything about the business. So if you watched our previous video about getting into role-playing game publishing, there'll be a link, of course, at the bottom and, of course, at the end of the video. Do ourselves a favor, check that video out, then come back and watch this one. It'll make a little more sense. So let's suppose you want to get in this business and you really have $2,500 saved up. Okay, good news. You can do a lot with that money. Having that much money to start doing your first product can give you an immense advantage over most people. Let me tell you what I would do with $2,500. So number one, I would find a writer because I don't want to do any of the work. Remember, I want to hire a professional who's good at this. So what I will do is I'll go out there and I'll put some posts and I would tell people, hey, I'm looking for a freelance writer to do roughly 20,000 words. So we know 20,000 words, if you use our layout mathematics, which is for every 1,000 words, it's 1.5 pages. So 20,000 words, roughly about 30 pages. If you do that, you figure, okay, let's say I'm going to pay, and this is where it gets interesting, a minimum of $5 a word to a maximum of 7 cents a word. Now, normally you'd be saying, well, Lewis, I know you say you get guys much cheaper. You say 2 to 3 cents. Yes, but this is going to be a little different, as you'll see in a second. What I'm looking for right now are professional level writers who can do a lot of work relatively quickly, relatively effectively, that I don't have to, help out. Just do a lot of the back end work I don't want to do because, look, when you have that kind of money saved up, you want to get the return on that as soon as possible. Picking somebody who's in the 2 to 3 to 4 cents range, you're not going to get that same kind of person. That 5 to 7 cents writer is going to be professional. They're going to have a name attached to them. They're going to know what they're doing. And better still, you get more choices. Because people will hear that and be like, okay, yeah, 5 to 7, yeah, I'll write for that. That's a good rate. And it's a good rate. Especially for a first-time person, a first-time company, that's a very good rate. So do your research, find out who writes within that range. There's tons of guys that write within that range. You can find out. And you can speak to them about that. If we do that, 20,000 words between 5 to 7 cents, it's either $1,000 to about $1,400. I know a lot of you are saying, but Lewis, that's most of my budget. I'm like, trust me. This will all work out. Trust me. I know what I'm doing here. So, with this alone, you've got between, I'll say, let's split hairs. Let's say 6 cents a word. That gives you $1,200 you'll spend. So it leaves you about $1,300 left over. With the $1,300, you can go a couple different ways. You can get a professional artist to do artwork for you. Now, some of you are like, oh, I don't know. That could be expensive. Yes. If you want to figure out for a half page of art will run you roughly about $100. That's a half page color art. That's kind of reasonable. That's a reasonable price. $100. And we're talking 8.5 by 11 US letter style. Well, half of that, of course. That's $100. Now, remember I told you already spent, let's say $1,200. You still have another $1,300 to spend. But you don't want to blow it all like that because you might want to save some money for some other stuff. So wait. So this is what I would tell you to do. If you can afford it, maybe get 1 or 2 original pieces. That's like $200. Not a lot of money, but still enough to make you go, ooh. I'm going to tell you something else in a second. So you spend that, you get 2 good pieces. Maybe this is one of the cover pieces that will go on. This will be a part of the cover. You're going to do this half image on your cover. People will like it, get excited, and then you'll use the other one somewhere else in the book. Then you're going to spend another $100 getting stock art. That's right. You're going to go to Image Portfolio at Drive-Thru RPG, or you go through any of the other stock art available, and you're going to spend $100 getting as many pieces of stock art that you can use and reuse. But once again, the more times you use the stock art, the cheaper it becomes to you in the long run. I know for my Image Portfolio line, we have a lot of $10, not 7. Well, $8 to $10 our range. That's our normal range. And you probably can get anywhere between 5 to 8 pieces of art within that range. So you can do pretty well. So spend $100. Let's do the quick math. Let's be lazy and say they're all $10 a piece, and you get 6 per one. That's 60 pieces of art right there. Boom. That's a lot of art. You can put that art in lots of stuff. So you've got more than enough art. You got 2 original pieces plus this. Boom. Dude, you're at $1,500. You still got $1,000 left. But boom. Now, what you can do, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to say this is a choice by you. It is better to do now, but if you're starting out and you're tight with money, I will tell you not to do this. And I don't want to say it like that, but try to do this the cheapest way. So you want to get an editor on the person's writing. Even though they're great writers at that 5 to 7 range, they're still going to need some editing. Now, you can do an editor and pay them another 3 cents. So that's like another 3 cents on that. They're $600. So now you're, boom, you're running out of money. Ta-da! Or you can take that chance and be like, no, I want to keep this money in my pocket. Dude, that's $1,000. $1,000. Or you can spend 600 of it and have only 400. This is where it comes. This is up to you. If you're a beginner and you don't have a big budget, this is your budget, this is your one go, and you're going to try it out, then I will tell you to do the editing yourself. Now, I suck as an editor, so I'm not a good editor, so I wouldn't do this. But if you're kind of good, and you've got kind of good skills, just do it yourself. You just have to. Just to save yourself some money. And now, we go on to my personal favorite, layout. Now, if you don't know how to do layout, you're going to have to pay somebody to do it. I don't even know if they charge for layout anymore. I'm not even in that world. And I've been a graphic designer for almost 30 plus years. So I don't even know what their rate is anymore for that kind of stuff. Like a book like that, it's 30 pages. In my olden days when I was super awesome, I would do, anywhere from 10 to 12 pages in an hour. And that's like full layout, ready done, print ready to go to publisher. And, so I'm figuring it's not going to take a lot of time for me. So for something like this, I would charge you probably like $300. It's not a big deal, but if done right, I'll build you a template that you could use over and over, that you can take with you. You can give to other people to use. I'll do all that work for that kind of money. It's not a big deal to me. Some people are like, "Oh, Lewis, you're selling your skill set short." Dude, I'm an old guy. It doesn't really matter to me like that. I've done tons of books, so what's another book to me? No big deal. So I'll package it up for you. That's $300. That brings us up to what, $1,800? So you still got $700 in your pocket. Now, you put it online, you put it for sale. You want to get back, $2,000 is what you want to get in sales. We spent $1,800. We still have $700 in the pocket, and we can go on that. And you can do that. You can do that and be happy, and no one will complain. Or you can go back and maybe spend a little bit more on art, or maybe pay for that editor that you needed. These are all choices to make. They're tough choices because it's your money, and you want to recoup your money. So after all that research, I found an adventure that's selling for $6.95. I say you can go $6.99. So say $6.99, and we know we're selling a 5e one because we want to sell pretty well. So I will say that you're selling at the DM's Guild to get some more people to look at it. So your cut from that will be $3.49.5. So say $3.50 for easy math's sake. You've got to sell 515 copies. Can you sell 550 copies of a 5e adventure at that price? Yes, you can. That would put you at my math is still right, the gold level of sellers. Is that possible? Yes. Is it very possible on DM's Guild? Yes, it is. It is very possible. You can become very popular. But you'd also remember, you're also going to get a big name person to write this for you. So you're going to have that advantage already. So that's a good spot. Let's see what that would be if we wanted to sell at yeah, drive-through. And let's say drive-through. Yeah, we'll do my percentage, but that's more risk. So that's my percentage. So you'll sell this for $4.54. Okay. So 1,800 divided by 4.54 equals almost 400 copies. So you got to sell 500 plus on DM's Guild, or just under 400 on drive-through. So there you go. Is that possible? Yes. Can you do that? Yes. Are these numbers close? Yes. Is that a lot of money? Yes. But can you make money on this? Yes. Yes. These are all yes answers. Now, if you want to do it even crazy, you got $2,500. Here's even the crazier version. And it's much, not as exciting, but it'll work. But it's going to hurt. So, you do the exact same thing. But this time, you spend between 3 to 5 cents a word. Not as good as the other one, but at 5 cents a word, 20,000 words, that's $1,000. Right off the bat. You don't pay for any original art, but you can't afford that. You're going to spend another $100 on the art like you suggested, and then you're going to spend another $150 on getting an editor to work on that. Now, why did you get the editor on this one? Because this one is a less money intense one. I mean, look, 3 to 5 cents, you're going to get a different crowd of writers. You just are. So you're going to need an editor to help you with that. Boom. You get the editor a flat rate, take the money, what you're going to take from that. Let's get all the math right. So we paid 20,000 words at 5 cents a word for 1,000. About another $100 of stock art. So I guess it's more than enough stock art to get this rolling. Boom. So that's 2 right there. So that's 1,100. You spend another $150 on editing. It is what it is. You find an editor will work for that. Tell him it's a flat rate. He'll love it because he needs the money. You'll love it. You'll get it done. If everything works out well, boom, there you got it. $1,250. That's half the money spent. So you can do 2 adventures. Boom, boom, for the $2,500. That's not a bad deal. That will get you enough interest from people who like what you're doing. You will be happy in the long run. They'll be happy in the long run. And it will be a good deal. And it'll be a good start for you. 2 adventures right off the bat. Most people do 1 adventure and never get the second one. You can do these 2. Boom, boom. You got 2 adventures. And then you promote them. You have the writers promote them. You have them go out of their way. You have them talking up to their friends. You keep talking about these 2 adventures. And if you do it really well, you have the same guy write both. Part, the beginning part and the end part. It's a 2-part adventure. That's how you write it. Make it all like that. But there are ways to make money in this business. You just have to be creative about it. And $2,500 is not a lot of money, but it is. Every cent you spend, think about where it's going, because that's important. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you all later. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you could do us a super huge favor and click on that like button for this video, or even better, subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. As always, thanks for your support.